forever going from us, will come back again. Once a professor was giving a class to the students. Then he said he was giving a self-skill development class, and he told that I am going to teach you about self-discipline today. The previous day I have given you a class on discipline, and today I am going to give you a class on self-discipline. So the one student raised up and asked, "Sir, is there any difference between discipline and self-discipline? Is it two aspects?" Then he said, "I shall tell you. But let me ask you another question. In order to understand what is discipline and self-discipline, I shall ask one question. What is the difference between a home and a jail? What is the difference? Is there any difference between home and jail? Is there? So the professor told the students, you can tell your own answers. Tell me, what is the difference between a home, you are coming from home, and jail, what is the difference? Then some of the students, one by one, they have responded to the professor that in the home there is freedom, and in jail there is no freedom. At home there are relatives, parents. In the jail there is no relatives, no parents, no brothers and sisters. At home we are together. In jail we are alone, akela. Then professor said, I don't want such a normal answers. I expect a smart answer. Then one of the students, a girl, stood up and said, "Sir, if we enter into a room and close the door by ourselves, that is home. And if we enter into a room and somebody close the door from outside or lock it, that is called jail." You understand what I said? So that is then the professor was very much happy. He told them to give a grand applause to the girl student who has clearly said it is a home that we can close the door by ourselves, we latch it. But if it is in the jail, we will enter into the room, but others will lock it. Then he said, this is the difference between discipline and self-discipline. If we close the door by ourselves, then it is called self-discipline. Suppose it is Chandrapur district. No, it is a dry district. Small students may not know, dry district. If it is stopped by law and we follow, then we say it is a discipline. If everything is permitted and we don't have it, then that person is a self-disciplined person. Anything is like that in our life. I want to tell you this story to the students. It is, you have been here in this school, probably you might have experienced a disciplined life, principals, teachers, parents, compelling you to study, go to everything, go to the school and do everything. Maybe looking from outside sometime in order to have a better future. And now you have completed your academic studies here in this school and going out. You feel that you are grown up. Those who are 10th standard students will feel that I am grown up, I am better than the 9th standard students. 12th standard students will think that I am better than the 10th standard students. So that we feel that we are grown up. Now I can understand better than my parents. No, we give a mobile to parent and students of 12th standard. He will be doing very fast and he will show wonders. Because when we grow day by day, we feel that we know everything. And we go out. We may not feel that we need to be disciplined or self-disciplined. If you are able to self-discipline your life, then our students, you will feel a success, you will grow. So in order to have this self-discipline, you should get the support of your parents. Don't forget your alma mater. Don't forget the advice and the guidance that is given by the teachers. Once, one boy, मेरा इंग्लिश आपको समझता है ना? और हिंदी में. Once one boy was trying to lift up a stone that was in the courtyard of his home. Then the father was sitting in front of him, reading the newspaper. He did not mind. This 4th standard student was trying to lift a big stone. And after making an attempt, he left. And he just entered into his house. Then the father, who was reading the newspaper, called his son. Son, why did you lift up that stone? Then son told, Father, it's a big stone. I could not lift up by myself, so I lifted it. Then the father asked, Son, wasn't I sitting there? Wasn't I sitting and reading the newspaper there? Why didn't you ask me? Father, help me to lift up this stone. Often this is happened when you go out and telling to the students. You may forget that there are many people waiting for you to help. We need a humility. We need to have an understanding that we are only growing. We need the support of others. When we are with the support of parents, when we are with the support of the teachers and other people, friends, we will take up, we can lift up even heavy stones and the tasks. This is because I was meditating upon what to tell you. I have seen, I am staying in the hilly village after Carmel, after Balasha. It's a forest area. So I have seen, when we sit into Gurukul, it is a forest area. Rarely people come. Often students, 12th standard students and college students come with boyfriends, girls and boyfriends and girlfriends. They come to the forest near our seminary. It is called seminary. It's a forest. One day I saw one boy slap over a girl. 5 boys and 3 girls came to the forest. So while I saw they are fighting, immediately one boy slapped over one girl. I was sitting in my seminary there. I can see the forest, this big compound wall is there. Immediately I got up and I rushed to that place because fight is going on. 2 girls are there. I thought I shall call police. Failure. I just detained them. I threatened them. Then they said, pardon, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Will not happen. Then I threatened, and no other way, they have to go. I should not keep them like that. So I told, you should not fight again. Then they found up, other 2-3 came, and they went. So there are incidents that is happening in outside the world that we never imagined. Last day I asked a teacher who was teaching in the school, who is teaching in the school. I asked, what should I tell the students? Then she told that, father, there is 3 girls came with a cut in their hands. Cut in their hand. They have cut with some blade or something. Mark is there. Principal called and called the parents. There are students. They use small drugs. It is not an imaginary story. It happened. It is here in Chandrapur, that's why. Small drugs, something they use. There are students, a teacher told me, teachers are frightened to go to the 12th standard students. Their look is not good. They are looking other thing. Use of mobile and pornographic pictures, everything. Even the look is not good. So I tell you, my dear students, you may feel that you are grown up, but you are children for us. You are children for us, so you should always have a support of our parents. You should always walk with the parents and their advice. That only I want to tell you. I want to tell you some other things to our parents today. This is a rare occasion that parents have come here to collect their children. Very beautiful thing that they have brought the children to the school and now they take back. That the teachers and the principal, school and the parents want to tell that you are under our care, we care you and we love you. Once what happened, it is for the parents. A family came with 4 members, 2 girl children, father and mother. The complaint for them is, one girl, that is the younger one, is not studying properly. Then asked, what is the reason? How it is? The parents, father and mother is talking. While talking itself, we can immediately draw out what is the problem. Mother tells, she is not listening, she is not talking. The younger child is not talking. She is always like that. She is always sleeping, not going to school properly, all these things. I have 30 minutes, it's only 50 minutes. Then what happened? When we asked about the family, then this girl came and told, Father, is there any parameter for the love of the parents? Is there any criteria for the love of parents? The eldest girl is little fair, good in studies. The younger one is not fair like. And there is difference of love. Always parents correct the children, the particular child, correction given in public, shouting in public. She feels that father and mother is not loving me. Then I asked, do you love this child? Yes. Do you know that you love this child? That we don't. We love, we give good dress, we give all the facilities, but we don't know whether she knows that we love. That was a problem. That's a problem. My dear parents, if you may be giving everything for the children, but if you don't love, if you don't realize that you love, they will not live a life that we expect. One more example I want to tell you. I was teaching in a school. Then one parents and a group of people came and told That is all third standard student. You can apply for you also. Then a group of people came and shouted and told, give GC to this child. Child is of third standard student. Then I told, why? His small boy has written a love letter to my daughter. That is why there is no, all can understand. Okay, love letter to my daughter. Then I told, this is a small third class student. How can he know that everything? He may not be writing. No, father, it is not like that. You see the letter. Then the letter lifted up and so. Then he has written, I love you. I will take you to London. Then I will take you to London. Then I will fly back to Delhi. Then other many things that this cannot be told to you. So many things that we never imagined that this child can write such a letter. Then I told her, wait, I shall ask the parents of this boy. Then I called that boy's parents, father, mother, and one more child has come to my place. And I asked him, then the father is a dark, complex person. He has a business of mobile and a computer and so on. Mother is a housewife, very fair, a beautiful lady, a child. This boy, actually the letter, some things are there. The boy wanted to have a kiss to this small girl and he wanted to lie with her. All these things are there. Then I called his parents and I asked the mother, this boy is a dark complex boy and he wanted to love a fair girl. Okay. Then I asked this father, I asked the mother, do you embrace him? आलिंगन करता? नहीं, उसके लिए एक दूसरा रूम है फादर, उसके लिए टीवी रखा है, इसके लिए सब कुछ तैयार किया है. I asked, how you given kiss these days? No father, हम ऐसे नहीं, इसे छोटे बच्चों को देता, बड़ों को नहीं देता. Sibling right? She's not giving. Then I asked, this boy wants all these things. He wants to lie with your mother. He wants to have a kiss from your mother. Everything. You are not giving all these things. Then I told him, when you go home, tell him to sleep with you. Tell him, give him a hug, a kiss. Then that boy will change. Now that boy is in 10th standard this year. This year is 10th standard now. I know he has changed a lot. Parents started to love. Then a child will change. Don't forget, my dear parents, to love your children. You know the story of Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, what happened? Gandhari, after the war, she just went to the forefront of the battlefield. She saw thousands of elephants and horses are dead. Thousands of people are in the pool of blood. She found her 100 children and cried, embracing each one of them. Then after crying, she loudly yelled to Krishna, Lord, can't you keep one child for me? Then Krishna smiled and said, it was possible to save and secure your children. But a child who does not care by mother, how can I care and secure? That was Krishna's answer to Gandhari. That is the love of the parents. My dear parents, you are taking your child from this school to other place. Consider your children are always children. Give them love, give them freedom, give them consolation. My dear children, you should not disobey your parents. Understand the love of your parents. So keep certain do's and don'ts in your home when you go from the school. One is show them love, parents. Only at home we can get a maximum love. All people are in search of love. All are in search of love. We need to get some love from others. So love at home. If parents love each other, then children will love. If you don't love each other at home, children will look for some love from others. Spend quality of time, that is for food, some recreation, some prayer. Let them learn that there is very important moments are there at home. That is important. Third do is be a listener. Let them feel that they have security at home. If something happens, you should be able to come and tell to the parents. That freedom should feel. I went to a visitor at home. That children, they don't use mobile after 9 o'clock. All students will be, Parents, they will give to the parents mobile. No message, no time. Talk is to the parents, everything is talk. Whatever happened, they are free to talk to the parents. If you don't have a freedom to talk to your parents, then you should know that there is something problem. Either you are not listening or they have some problem. Every day, mother should have a talk with your child every day. Accept them. Have a sense that we are parents and their children. That relation should be there. Some don'ts. Don't shout at your children. They feel that they are grown up. Don't shout at them. Embrace them. Console them. Ask them when they do something. Don't lie. That is another don't. That is, if you lie, if you do wrong things, you cannot tell your children that don't lie, don't do wrong things. So that is very important. Some don'ts you should keep in your mind. Don't blame. They may do many mistakes in their life. Understand them. Correct them so that they may not repeat again. But don't have a physical punishment. And last, don't compare your child to other child. Don't compare. Don't compare for a A plus culture. He got A plus. He did not get A plus. If you compare your child, they will not grow. They will remain in another way. They cannot understand. So understand their capacity. That is very much important. So I wish that all of you may have a fruitful future. Assure my prayers. Today, as I wind up, I would like to read a passage from the Bible. That is St. Paul's letter to Corinthians, chapter 13, verses 1. मैं भले ही मनुष्यों तथा स्वर्गदूतों की सब भाषाएं बोलूं, किंतु यदि मुझ में प्रेम का अभाव है तो मैं खनखनाता खडियाल या झंझनाती झांझ मात्र हूँ। मुझे भले ही भविष्यवाणी का वरदान मिला है, मैं सभी रहस्य जानता हूँ, मुझे समस्त ज्ञान प्राप्त हो गया हो, मेरा विश्वास इतना परिपूर्ण हो कि मैं पहाड़ों को हटा सकूं, किंतु यदि मुझ में प्रेम का अभाव है तो मैं कुछ भी नहीं हूं। मैं भले ही अपने सारी संपत्ति दान कर दूं और अपना शरीर भस्म होने के लिए अर्पित करूं, किंतु यदि मुझ में प्रेम का अभाव है तो इससे मुझे कुछ भी लाभ नहीं। प्रेम सहनशील है, प्रेम दयालु है, प्रेम न तो ईर्ष्या करता है, न डींग मारता है, न घमंड करता है। प्रेम अशोभनीय व्यवहार नहीं करता, वह अपना स्वार्थ नहीं खोजता। प्रेम न तो झुंझलाता है और न बुराई का लेखा रहता है, वह दूसरों के पाप नहीं बल्कि उनके सदाचरण से प्रसन्न होता है। May Jesus bless each one of you. Have a blessed future. Assure my prayers.